Hi there, Kent from Oz here, and thanks for watching my video. Now today I'm just going to make a quick little video just to show you how I use some highlighter sticky notes, some thin ones, just to help with my daily organization. So what I'll do is just go into this week's pages. Now those who are familiar with my setup, I have a Moleskine 2015 diary. Week on one page here and then a blank page here, which I use my hybrid bullet journaling there. So what I use is these very thin highlighters. Now I have used the erasable highlighters and they're excellent, the friction ones. The only problem I find is that I'm using a Coletto refillable multi pen and it's the ink doesn't dry instantly. So if I want to write something and then I would use the friction highlighter, it would actually smudge a little bit, and then it wouldn't affect the erasability of the highlight. But when you erase the highlight, when you don't need that to take notice of what you're trying to highlight, the text is still quite smudged. So these are from Daiso, and also some Filofax friends from overseas had, when I couldn't get them in the town that I live in, were able to send some to me. Now these are very thin. They're probably around about 4, maybe 5 millimeters thick, and possibly around 4 to 5 centimeters long. Now my system is quite simple. I do as I said, a hybrid bullet journal for the tasks that I have to do. Now I do it in 2 spaces. I do the main ones, quite large ones, big tasks here, and then I also do, in my divided day, I have my schedule on that side, and then I do a couple of very important ones which I might need to do during the day. That's there, and as I do the task I cross it off or tick it. But what I do is sometimes when I have a long list, I tend to ignore the list, which is not really efficient. So what I have used is the highlight system, and the good thing about these removable, they're sticky note ones, so you just pull them off. There's a bit of adhesive on that side, and they just stick down, so they're quite easy, very reusable. On the other side here, my page turner, I have about 3 there, and you can also see in the previous week I have still got some which I haven't done these tasks yet. So what I'm doing now is I'll leave those, but they're still highlighted, so they actually grab my attention when I look at this page. I'll just have a look at this week anyway. So what I've done is I do have a bit of a color code system, and normally I have yellow, which is a family color, orange for a household me type of thing, and then a pink is for important appointments and so on. Now there's also a green which I would use for work. I tend to have a separate diary for work, so green doesn't get used that often. And basically then, at a glance, every time I open up the page to look at, these are highlighted and they stand out for me. And of course, once the task is done, that gets removed, place it back onto the it's a mini dashboard, which is my page turner here. And just while I'm here, just a reminder, I've got a little bit of washi tape here which is doubled back over, and then that is easily just helps me flick back to today's page. So that goes there, and then if, for instance, I'm also prioritizing my lists, what I will do is finish a list, and then this orange one may go down to the next important one there. So that's the next important thing that I need to do. So it's a really simple system, but I find it does work. But the key thing for me is I need at a glance to see information, and this doesn't smudge, and it's also quite easy to use, which ticks all the boxes for me. So there's a little hint on how I organize myself using these very thin washi tape. Early morning videos, don't do it. These highlighter tabs, now I get these from Daiso in the city that I live in, but you can get them online, and these are the very thin ones as well, and you get hundreds of them, so they'll last you a long time. Just before I go though, I do mention I still occasionally use these these also adhesive tags, and this is a little bit more of an attention grabber as well, so obviously this needs to be done today. So a little bit of insight on how I organize myself, and thanks for watching.